The year is 2024, and a walk through almost any car dealership feels different. Gone are the days of sprawling lots packed with gleaming new vehicles. Instead, customers are met with sparsely populated rows and a palpable sense of scarcity. This is the reality of the ongoing car shortage, a crisis that has gripped the automotive industry and left consumers grappling with unprecedented challenges. What was once a niche concern in 2021 has snowballed into a full-blown crisis. The global chip shortage, initially triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic, continues to disrupt supply chains. This shortage, coupled with other factors like labor disruptions and rising material costs, has created the perfect storm, leaving both manufacturers and consumers in a bind. The most immediate impact? Empty dealerships and long wait lists for new cars. Gone are the days of haggling for the best deal. Buyers often find themselves facing sticker shock, with some dealerships adding hefty markups to the manufacturer's suggested retail price. This shortage is not merely an inconvenience, it's a stark illustration of how interconnected our world has become. A single missing component, a microchip smaller than a fingernail, can bring the production of a sophisticated vehicle to a grinding halt. The car shortage, while exacerbated by recent events, is not a sudden phenomenon. It's the culmination of several interconnected factors that have been brewing for years. At the heart of the crisis lies the semiconductor chip shortage. These tiny chips, essential for everything from infotainment systems to safety features, are in woefully short supply. The pandemic-induced factory shutdowns and subsequent surge in demand for electronics, from laptops to gaming consoles, put immense pressure on chip manufacturers. This demand continues to outstrip supply, leaving automakers scrambling for the crucial components needed to complete their vehicles.
Adding fuel to the fire are ongoing logistical nightmares. Global supply chains, already strained by the pandemic, are facing further disruptions from port congestion, labor shortages, and geopolitical instability. These bottlenecks translate to delays and increased costs, further exacerbating the shortage. The war in Ukraine has also cast a shadow on the industry. Ukraine is a key supplier of neon gas, a crucial component in the chip manufacturing process. The conflict has disrupted this supply chain, adding another layer of complexity to an already precarious situation.
The law of supply and demand is an unforgiving master. With fewer cars available and demand remaining relatively high, prices have responded accordingly. New car prices have skyrocketed, pushing many potential buyers out of the market. Kelley Blue Book reported that the average new car price in June 2024 surpassed $50,000 for the first time ever. This price surge is not limited to new vehicles. The used car market, traditionally a haven for affordability, has also witnessed an unprecedented surge in prices. With fewer new cars available, consumers are turning to the used market, driving up demand and consequently prices.
Adding to the financial burden are rising interest rates. The Federal Reserve's efforts to combat inflation have led to higher borrowing costs, making car loans more expensive. This double whammy of high prices and high interest rates has made purchasing a car a daunting prospect for many.
Buying a car in today's market requires patience, flexibility, and a healthy dose of savvy. Gone are the days of leisurely browsing and negotiating deals. Buyers need to be prepared to act decisively and strategically.
First and foremost, research is paramount. Understand the market value of the car you desire, both new and used. Use online tools like Kelley Blue Book and Edmunds to get a realistic sense of pricing. Be prepared to walk away if a dealership is asking for significantly more than the MSRP. Consider expanding your search radius. Don't limit yourself to local dealerships. Casting a wider net, even if it means traveling a bit farther, could increase your chances of finding the car you want at a reasonable price. Flexibility is key. Be open to considering different makes and models, even if they weren't initially on your radar. You might be surprised at the gems you discover when you broaden your horizons.
Section 5. Used cars, a viable alternative. The used car market, once a beacon of affordability, has become a reflection of the new car shortage. With limited new car inventory, consumers have flocked to used car lots, driving up demand and prices to unprecedented levels.
While used cars may seem like a logical alternative, it's crucial to proceed with caution. The inflated prices in the used market mean that buyers could end up overpaying for a vehicle with potential hidden problems. Thorough inspections are more critical than ever. Don't skip the pre-purchase inspection by a trusted mechanic. This small investment can save you from costly repairs down the road. Be prepared to walk away if you have any doubts about a used vehicle's history or condition. Remember, a deal is only good if it's the right car for you at the right price.
Section 6, the electric dilemma, supply chain, woes and the EV revolution. The global shift towards electric vehicles, or EVs, is well underway, but even this sector hasn't escaped the clutches of the car shortage. In fact, the EV market faces its own unique set of challenges.
While demand for EVs is soaring, fueled by environmental concerns and rising gas prices, supply chain disruptions are hindering production. EVs require a specific set of components, including batteries, electric motors, and specialized software. These components rely heavily on raw materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, which are subject to their own supply constraints and geopolitical tensions.
The ongoing chip shortage further complicates matters, as EVs require even more sophisticated chips than their gasoline-powered counterparts. This perfect storm of factors has led to extended wait lists for popular EV models, with some buyers facing wait times of a year or more. Section 7. The long road ahead. Is there an end in sight? The million-dollar question on everyone's mind is, when will the car shortage end? Unfortunately, there's no easy answer. While some experts predict that the chip shortage could ease in late 2024 or 2025, other factors like the war in Ukraine and ongoing supply chain disruptions cloud the forecast. Automakers are investing heavily in increasing chip production and diversifying their supply chains. Governments are also implementing policies to incentivize domestic chip manufacturing. However, these efforts will take time to bear fruit. The reality is that the automotive industry is undergoing a fundamental transformation. The days of abundant inventory and deep discounts may be a thing of the past. Consumers and manufacturers alike will need to adapt to this new normal of constrained supply and evolving consumer demands. Section 8. Government intervention policies and their potential impact. Recognizing the severity of the crisis, governments around the world are implementing policies aimed at alleviating the car shortage. These interventions range from financial incentives for domestic chip production to efforts to secure critical raw materials. The United States, for example, passed the CHIPS and Science Act, which allocates billions of dollars to boost domestic semiconductor manufacturing. The European Union has also announced similar initiatives aimed at reducing reliance on foreign chip makers.
While these government interventions are steps in the right direction, their effectiveness remains to be seen. Boosting chip production takes time, and it's unclear how quickly these policies can alleviate the current shortage.
Section 9. Adapting to the new normal shifting consumer behaviors. The car shortage has forced consumers to rethink their car buying habits. Patience, once a virtue, has become a necessity. No longer can buyers waltz into a dealership and drive off with their dream car the same day. Wait lists, once unheard of for many models, have become the norm.
This shift in dynamics has also led to an increased focus on value retention. With cars holding their value better than ever due to the shortage, consumers are more attuned to factors like depreciation and long-term ownership costs. The rise of online car buying has also been accelerated. With limited inventory on lots, consumers are increasingly turning to online platforms to browse inventory, compare prices, and even complete the entire purchasing process from the comfort of their homes.
Section 10. The future of mobility, innovation, and transformation. The car shortage, while undoubtedly disruptive, has also served as a catalyst for innovation and transformation within the automotive industry. Automakers are rethinking their supply chains, exploring alternative materials, and investing heavily in software and technology.
The shift towards electric and autonomous vehicles is also gaining momentum. While these technologies face their own set of challenges, The current crisis has highlighted the need for more sustainable and resilient transportation solutions. The car shortage is not merely a blip on the radar, it's a defining moment that will shape the future of mobility. As we navigate this new landscape, one thing is certain. The automotive industry is on the cusp of a revolution, and the road ahead promises to be anything but ordinary.